Party registration, of course, is you're actually registered with the party. Party ID is when you say, I feel like a Democrat today, I feel like a Republican today. They're correlated, but they're not exactly the same. But I think it gets at the trend that's going on here, Manu. All right, so party ID nationally. You go to October, November of 2016, Democrats had a 3-point advantage. You go 4 years ago, Democrats had a 6-point advantage. Look at where we are today, Manu. Republicans with a 1-point advantage. A very different picture, very much mirroring what we see in the party registration numbers in those key battleground states, and Pennsylvania in particular.
It actually just shows you, too, why Harris is doing what she's trying to do. She's trying to moderate a little bit on these issues, trying to reach those very voters, because the party registration is changing, and the demographics of the voters are changing. And those are the people she needs to attract.
Absolutely. And you know, the GOP leads by a point in party identification right now. The average when the Republican Party loses is the Democrats ahead by 8. When the Republican Party wins, the average party ID advantage for Democrats is 3. Republicans right now, Manu, are doing even better than the average when they win. If there's one little nugget that I think Republicans are really hopeful for, it's this party ID and this party registration.
Well, folks, welcome back one and all to the Dr. Nasir Shaikh Show. I'm your host, Dr. Nasir. Let's get on with it. You saw Harry Enten there, CNN, basically saying Gallup poll has shown every single time when the party ID is in favor of, whatever party has the, advantage of party identification, they have won the elections. And right now, it is +1 for the Republicans. So you take that, you take what's happening in the poly markets, and I'll show you what's happening there. We're going to take a look at what's happening with all the different polls that are coming out. We're going to take it Real Clear Politics and Real Clear polling averages as well. They're all moving in the favor of Donald Trump, just as we predicted months ago, when we were talking about, don't worry about those polls that are coming out. These are just push polls. They're out there to formulate a certain narrative. We all know that, to try to get those people, low information voters, and those people that aren't really listening and paying attention to the political sphere out there. And they're hoping that it just sort of puts a seed into those people to say, oh, looks like Harris is winning. I guess I'll probably end up voting for Harris if I decide to go to vote. That's what's happening, to try to stifle the Republican turnout. It's a psyops operation, basically, folks. But here we are. This is Real Clear polling. I've shown this to you before. 302. He's already won, according to this. This is when you have no battleground states, no toss-ups. So what happened in this one here? Well, Nevada, guess what? PA flipped, Michigan flipped. That's basically what happened. That's why we're at 302. She's at 236. Now I'm at 345 for Trump. I've been saying this for months. So let me take you to my map. I'll show you why I come up with 345 and how Real Clear Politics is sort of creeping up slowly and slowly, hopefully to match my number. Let's go to my map the way I see it. I think that's slide number 7. We'll go to that right now. So here's my slide, folks. 345 to 193. What changed from the one that we had previously? All right, what changed between here, 302, to 345? Well, I'll show you. I think he's going to take New Mexico. I think it's going to be between 1 to 3 points. Nevada, I think he's going to go 1 to 3 points. I think he's taking Minnesota. Same thing, 1 to 3 points. Wisconsin, I think that's going to be over 5, folks. Wouldn't surprise me, but 3 to 5. Michigan is going to be 1 to 3, Donald Trump. PA, same thing. I think he's going to take it by 5, folks. I wouldn't be surprised if it's over 5 or in that 5 to 7 range. But I think realistically, let's do 3 to 5 points. Virginia, 1 to 3. New Hampshire, I think he's going to take it between 1 to 3 points. And he's going to eke out a squeaker in the 2nd District of Nebraska. Obviously, he's going to take North Carolina. He's going to take Georgia. That's how I come up with my 345 to 193. Now let's take a look at two betting markets that's out there. One is Kalshi and one is, everybody knows, Polymarket. And let's see what's happening with the trend out there, folks. Let's go to Polymarket so I can show you this. So here you see the Polymarket. Trump's up literally 58% to 42%. She's down 2.3 since, and this is coming in live, so she's down 2.3% for the day. He's up 2.4%. And this is the 15th of October, folks. Let's take a look and see what the percentages are showing right now. In Nevada, she's winning by 2 points in the betting market. She's up 51 to 49. Minnesota, they've got her at 91%. New Mexico, they've also got her at 91%. But look what happens. Trump's Wisconsin, he's up by 6. Michigan, he's up by 8. Pennsylvania, he's up by 8. North Carolina, 63-37, Trump. Georgia, 64-36. Let's see what's happening in Arizona, 68-32. So he's taken the Sun Belt, except for Nevada. I think, like I said before, Nevada's in his column. I still think that Minnesota, New Mexico, Virginia, New Hampshire are all going to go to Trump. Would I be upset if he doesn't win those? Hell no, folks. You all know, as long as he gets 270, that's all we care about. But an electoral landslide would be phenomenal, folks. A true mandate, along with a popular vote victory as well. Now, let me show you the other betting site that's there. And then hang with me till the end of this video, because I'm going to show you what's happening in the political sphere today over the last 8 to 12 hours. What's been the consensus? What's going on out there? What's the buzz? What's the skivvy? Let's take a look at that other betting site called Kalshi. I'll show you that right now. So, folks, this is Kalshi.com. It's KALSHI.com. And here they have it where you can see Donald Trump, Harris, he's leading by 10. So we saw he was up in the poly market, huge, 68.32. And look at what happened here, folks. October 4th, October 6th, the 7th. And then on the 8th, on the 7th, it went 50-50. And then Kamala Harris went 51-49 on the 8th. And it just kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then boom, on August 10th, he just took off and has continued to take off, where he's now 55-45. So that's two betting markets, the two of the big ones out there, where they're showing that Donald Trump now not only is leading in the betting markets, he's also leading in all the major polls. Rasmussen dropped some stuff. So let's go and see what's happening in the political sphere, and let's see what the buzz is happening in both camps. And if there's any other news clips that are out there, we'll go to that right now. So folks, here we see new Pennsylvania poll. Trump is up by 1.4, 1,193 likely voters. It was done by American Pulse. Then SoCal Strategies has a poll out here. It's their final Michigan poll. They're showing Harris up by 1. Here's one, a new national poll. Harris up by 4. Last poll, they had Harris up by 6. Now this is, folks, Morning Compost, Morning Consult. Now they have nearly 9,000 likely voters, 8,647 to be exact. They polled them from October 11th to the 13th. And These guys were so off, like Ipsos and Quinnipiac and some of the others. They were so bad. They were off by 7, 10, 12 points in previous polling cycles. I don't even know how anybody actually takes them serious anymore. But the last poll, they showed Harris +6. Now they're narrowing it a little bit to making it Harris +4 nationally. I mean, they're a joke, folks. They're an absolute joke. Here's a new Ohio poll. The Senate race. Moreno's up by 2. Trump in Ohio's up by 11. I want to tell you something, folks. If Trump is up by 11 in Ohio, Pennsylvania's gone. I mean, there's no way Harris, he's not losing the election winning Ohio by 11. That's just not going to happen. That is so unbelievably improbable. It's just not going to happen, folks. But that's Ohio right now. That is Ohio. Let's see here. So, Wisconsin Senate poll. Hovde is up by 1 over Baldwin in Wisconsin. And here right now, the Senate looks like 53 Republicans to 46 Democrats. There you see. Sheehy's up by 8, Moreno's up by 2, Hovde's up by 1. It's a tie in Michigan. Casey is up by 1 over McCormick. Gallego over Lake by 4. And Rosen right now is up by 5 in Nevada. And this is the 15th of October, folks. And here it is. That's right. Trump +11 in Ohio equals Pennsylvania is gone for Harris. Let's see here. They're talking about the NRSC poll said that Trump is winning 57% of undecided voters. Harris is 27. So he's doubling up. He's doubling up on the undecided, folks. And here's something that was just dropped. Kamala Harris is basically saying she wants to go on Joe Rogan too. You know, she's doing the Fox interview sit down with Bret Baier this Wednesday. That was after long discussions, probably because Trump had already said that he was going to sit down with Harris Faulkner of Fox News on Wednesday in the town hall setting with an audience made up of only women talking about women's issues. So they probably had to beg Fox News to do something with them. And they agreed. So it's like a half an hour sit down. Supposedly it's going to be unedited, run a half an hour. So that's all they could give is a half an hour. That's it. Unbelievable. And now she says she wants to, thinking of going on Joe Rogan. This is after Trump has already said he's going. She doesn't have a single, thought of her own. J.D. Vance is going to be speaking in Pennsylvania this Thursday, in Pittsburgh. Bret Baier says the Fox Kamala Harris interview will be unedited. Here was the reasoning. That was the time the campaign gave to us, 5 to 5:30. His show starts at 6, running the interview as live without edits, uninterrupted, without a commercial break. What else would you like to know? Those are the questions they're probably asking around there. What else would you like to know? What else would you like to know, right? Just showed this to you here. Poly Market, 56.43. It's went up a little bit since then. Oh, here's this Harris-Walz policy. Kamala Harris will create opportunity for black men. Provide up to 1 million loans, fully forgivable up to $20,000 for black entrepreneurs. Support education, training, mentorship. Protect cryptocurrency investments so black men who make them know their money is safe. Launch a national health initiative focused on illnesses that disproportionately impact black men. Legalize, here's the one. Legalize recreational marijuana and create opportunity for black Americans to succeed in this new industry. There we go. Legalize the pot business so that black men will flock to Harris Waltz. Unfreaking believable. Unfreaking believable. Oh, this was funny, folks. This was funny. Listen to this. You just got to listen to this here.
Her role in lying about the condition of Joe Biden for the last 4 years. That's number one. Number two, I don't think this works for her. I think I'm back in the same bucket I was earlier. You're not selling your own candidacy. You're punching Donald Trump in the same way every other Democrat we've ever heard from for the last 8-9 years has punched this guy. That's not the problem with your campaign. We've heard all the attacks on Trump. If she cannot sell her own candidacy any better than just punching on him, for her, if I were in her camp, I just don't know it's going to be enough. That's my view.
Smart for the Kamala Harris campaign to continue to remind people.
Honestly, just to be lectured by Democrats about you have to have mental acuity to be the president of the United States after what we just lived through for the last 4 years.
You love that talking
Don't lecture me about
point.
mental
It's so
acuity.
true. That's why we love
But
that
when
talking
Democrats
point.
who all, you included, who all assured us that Joe Biden was riding unicycles and juggling knives in the Oval Office, when we know that wasn't true, and Harris was the chief cheerleader for that whole, the lectures about the mental acuity.
Oh my God, they know. Look at this face here. They know the face. They can't say anything because it's so damn true. It is so damn true. Way to go, Scott Jennings. Way to go. Here's a new Texas poll. Trump up by 5. Cruz is up by 4. He's going to win Texas, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if it's double. I wouldn't be surprised if it touched 15. But more realistically, it's probably going to be in the 9 to 13 point range. I think he's going to touch double digits, low double digits. New Wisconsin poll. Trump is up by 1. Patriot polling. Registered voters. Wisconsin, they got Baldwin up by 1. Same group, Patriot polling. Across the board public polls, Trump, they say, is gaining. He's already there. PA, Michigan, Wisconsin. And breaking news here, folks. Breaking news just about 8 hours ago. Michigan, from Lean Harris, goes to toss-up. They already did that in Real Clear Politics. Fox News, liberal, I call Fox News, except for a couple of shows probably, but mostly liberal Fox News. I don't think they're conservative anymore. I think they're slightly left-leaning. But they've come to the realization that Michigan now is moving in Trump's direction, as we've already said it would. Maryland poll. Do we need to hear about Maryland? She's up by 26. Oh, this could be, maybe Trump flips it. You think so? I mean, do we need to see the poll for Maryland? Virginia Senate poll. Kane is up over Cow by about 12 points. North Carolina, mail got redder today. How's this one, folks? Internal poll, Trump leads Harris by 7 points, strong among Hispanic. Cuban voters, he's up by 38. 38, folks, he's up by 38. We all knew that. Florida poll, he's up by 7 among Hispanics. He's up by 16. He's also doing strong again with Hispanics all across the United States. Here's something. Red counties in Wisconsin are currently outperforming 2022 mail-in ballot requests nearly twice as much as the blue counties. Take a look at this. Here are the counties that are lean Dem, strong Dem, strong Republicans. Look at this, 10.8, 11 to 4. Almost 3 times as many. Twice as many lean Dems in terms of the mail-in ballot requests. Let's see what else is going on over here. Here's a new ad that was released.
12-gauge shotgun. Unfortunately, the murderer never should have been there. He should have been in jail. Broussard previously was convicted of brutal assault. San Francisco's liberal DA Kamala Harris put him back on the street instead of in jail. Now, Harris has blood on her hands.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve.
Absolutely. She's got blood on her hands because of what happened. And that's just one, folks. That's just one. Wow. Take a look at this. From 7 hours ago, Pennsylvania Republicans, more than double in terms of registrations, folks. New Democrats in the latest weekly update. 22,188 Republicans to less than 10,000, 9,500 Democrats. PA voter registration update. PA is now up 22,000. They had 22,000 registrants. 9.5 for the Democrats. This is an update of 10:15. This is just recent stuff, folks. Recent. They've just posted their best mail-in ballot update yet. Democrats have now dropped below 60% mail-in requests, while Republicans are 29. That's D plus 31, folks. This is something where in 2020, I think Democrats had plus 41. That's a 10-point shift towards us Republicans. Michigan poll. Trump plus 1. AARP. 600 likely voters. So these are the seniors. Here's one. This is coming. Pennsylvania Republican. Best mail-in. We talked about that. 60. There it is. On this day in 2020, mail was what? Mail-in ballot requests? They were up 41. As I said before, that's a GOP. 10-point swing to the GOP. Republicans, as we just said, talked about, plus 22,000 over the last 7 days. Yep, you better be right something. Oh, here's something. This is typical, folks. Georgia judge ruled that county officials have to certify the election, even if fraud is suspected. These guys, they just don't stop, folks. They just don't stop. That's why this election has to be too big to freaking rig. Too big to freaking rig. That's what it's got to be. Let's see what else. We talked about the poly market. Oh, here's something. No wait at any Fulton County location. It's only the first day, but not a good look for Harris. In Fulton County, Georgia. No waiting lines, first day. Here's North Carolina poll. Trafalgar has Trump up by 2. Undecideds are 5. Other is 3.6 by Trafalgar. 1,085 likely voters. And they're saying by the sound of it, a poll is going to come out with Trump leading 3.5 points in Michigan. Big data poll. Likely voters. Right now, they're saying Trump's up by 3.7. They got Trump at 49% to 45.6 for Harris. Two new rallies. Detroit, Michigan on Friday. Latrobe, Pennsylvania Saturday. Trump is going all out. Oh, folks, this was funny. Funny, okay? He was at the Economic Forum in Chicago, basically slapped this wanker around. Let's listen to this, all right? Listen to this here, folks.
This is just for the record and for those people watching on television. The Economic Club of Chicago and Bloomberg both invited Vice President Harris to a similar interview about her economic plans that she has declined so far.
Oh, she declined. So that's what this one, she declined, right? Yeah, they invited Kamala for an interview. She declined. Of course, she's a coward. Talking about Trump not appearing at these places, you know. And as we said, that Kamala Harris needs some weird voters. That's why she needs to go into Joe Rogan. Nate Silver, Kamala Harris needs weird voters. This was the one. This was the one here, folks. This was the one. Listen to this.
You're trying to turn this. You're trying to turn this.
You've been wrong.
No, you're trying to turn. You're trying to turn this into debate. There are
let
business
it
people.
be.
There are
But
business
you're wrong.
people.
You've been wrong. You've been wrong all your life on this stuff. What does the Wall Street Journal know? I'm meeting with them tomorrow. What does the Wall Street Journal know? They've been wrong about everything. So have you, by the way. You've been wrong. About
You're trying to turn this. You're trying to turn this.
You've been wrong.
No, you're trying to turn. You're trying to turn this into debate. There are
It's
business
not a debate.
people. There are
But
business
you're wrong.
people.
You've been wrong. You've been wrong all your life on this stuff.
You've been wrong all your life. Classic, classic, classic. Unbelievably classic. Oh, let's hear a little bigger thing about this thing here. Let's hear some more from this here. Let's go.
It's going to have a massive effect, positive effect. It's going to be a positive, not a negative.
Well, we're just
Let me just no. Let me.
Give me
I
an
know
example.
how committed you are to this, and it must be hard for you to, spend 25 years talking about tariffs as being negative, and then have somebody explain to you that you're totally wrong. It'll have
totally
a
full of
negative.
shit.
It will have. I'll go a step
40,
further.
40
if
million,
you don't
40
do
million,
this,
President
this
Trump,
country
40
has
million,
no
40
chance.
million jobs is a lot of jobs to rely on
They're
trade.
all coming back.
Those are
You've
40 million
lost-
jobs. Those are 40 million jobs in America that rely on
Are
trade.
you ready? John Deere, great company. They announced about a year ago they're going to build big plants outside of the United States, right? They're going to build them in Mexico.
And you threatened
They're
them with
also going to
tariffs
build.
and they stopped.
That's right. I said, if John Deere builds those plants and not selling anything into the United States, they just announced yesterday they're probably not going to build the plants, okay? I kept the jobs here.
Guy had no idea, no clue, no clue.
And yes, you're going to find
Taking
some
them
people
on.
who will gain
Taking
from individual
those
tariffs.
people
The
on.
overall effect could be
Taking those people
massive
on.
I
in terms of the
agree.
economy.
Let's turn that off. Let's see here. DeKalb County, Georgia seems to be putting up some lackluster day one early voting numbers. Deep, deep blue. Obviously, just the first day. But you know what? Harris needs a strong black turnout. There's no doubt about that. She does. And she's losing black men, black women in numbers that are dangerous for her. She can't afford to have any, of these intersectionality groups, these like low propensity voters, Asian voters, black voters, Hispanic voters, Latino voters, Muslim voters, women voters, men. She can't afford to be losing them and peeling them off while Donald Trump is picking them up in numbers that have never that another Republican has never done like this before. Yeah, goodbye, Rachel Vidman. Don't let the American door, slam you on your ass on your way out of this country. We can't wait to have you, your husband, and his ilk just leave and never come back. We don't want to hear from you ever again, Rachel Vidman. Oh my God, what a disgusting piece of crap she is. Let's see what else is happening. That was Georgia. Firewall. Polymarket. Here it is, 5644. Donald Trump. That was back on November 4th. Oh, this is, I don't understand that. Why is that saying November 4th up there? It's strange. Not really sure. Unless they're saying that's when the election is going to be held, the date of the election. Okay. I was wondering. I said, looking into the future already. Trump is soaring in Pennsylvania. Oh, this is the Pennsylvania presidential election winner, by the way. He's up ahead 12 in PA, according to Polymarket. Democrats for Trump. This is from Scott Pressler, ordering a huge batch of these for Philadelphia right now. 25% of Philly wins PA. 25% of Philly for Trump saves the USA. There you go. There you go. Sunbelt odds. All over 60% except for Nevada. Wisconsin, 52-48. PA 54-46 for Trump. What's the change of the Nate Silver prediction? Well, Harris has lost about 5 points. Trump has gained 5 points in the Nate Silver prediction. The latest decision desk headquarters, Trump wins 272 to 266. No toss-ups. Trafalgar has Nevada with Harris up by 0.8. A little over 1,000 likely voters. North Carolina, Trump up by 5 by Rasmussen. Trump by 3, Rasmussen, new national poll. I was saying that he was going to be up by 3 in the polls that really are playing it right down the line. And I believe they're undercounting Trump. So this could be as high as 5 to 6 nationally for Trump. And as he says, Mark Mitchell of Rasmussen dropping +5 of Trump in North Carolina, +3 in PA, +3 nationally, like it's nothing. It's there, folks. It's there. Here's a new national poll. Rasmussen, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? The no's have it by 16 points, folks. 16 points. Are you better off than 4 years ago? Independents breaking for Trump by 9 in Michigan. They're saying that DC bureaucrat employees are currently panicking, preparing to hunt for a new job. Absolutely. Yeah, keep looking for a new job there, fellas. Absolutely. Polymarket odds. Is Kamala actually going to go on Rogan? They're actually betting on this too. Right now, 35% say yes. Kamala is going to go on. Oh, KKK leader David Duke endorses Green Party Jill Stein. Trump telling everybody, Georgia in-person early voting open today. If you have a ballot, return it immediately. If not, go vote at the polls right now. It's just completely different than it was in 2020 when Trump and Republicans said, no, do not go on the day of. And that really, really, I think, hurt. Besides everything else going on, I mean, we can always go back, but I think that was a mistake in 2020. So that's pretty much it, folks. What's happening in the political sphere. Trying to bring you an up-to-date here of what's going on. All the new, the buzz that's happening, both positive, negative on both campaigns. Right now, folks, the positivity, the joy, right? The laughter, the fulfillment, the kumbaya. It's all going with the Republicans, with Donald Trump right now, folks. Anyways, we appreciate you taking the time to watch. You've been watching the Dr. Nasir Shaikh Show. I've been your host. My name is Dr. Nasir. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, like, share, and follow. You all know what to do. Take a look at our video links above and below. My final thought is always, when you're right, you're right. And when you're left, you're wrong. Until next time, folks, take care and stay safe.